Welcome back, everyone, to the next installment of Neverending Nightmares. As you can see, I'm back in the asylum. I played up until the exit of what is the second nightmare. So this time I'm going to play the game the way I think I was supposed to play it. I exit. I get out to this disaster. And I just walk. Oh. I'm a little kid. Well then, this is a different thing, isn't it? That looks like the right way. I'm gonna see what's in the other place. Back to the murder building blocks, huh? Or regular blocks? Oh, this is another way I can go? Which way is the real way? It looks like I can't observe the dolls this time. Good. Okay, I guess both ways wrapped around. I do love this clock. So dark. Crap. I really hope nothing comes to kill me. I'm a little kid, and I'm almost invisible behind this darkness. Did you... Oh my god, it's that tall figure again. In the first level it disappeared, but... Thank God. I'm waiting for it to, like, actually be real this time, just because I was lured into a false sense of security. I'll still take this over the way I originally went, in the almost pitch-black house. That was the freaking worst. But now, what do I do? Get the hell out of here, that's what I do. The hell with that room. Dragging my little doll with me. What is this? Is this the end? This is usually a final kind of room. With a classy looking gentleman? Nope, I get to keep walking. Yeah, look at that. Whoa, 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 I'm going to the left. I don't know what that was. I'm going left. I don't know if you saw that, but it did not look good. Oh good, it's the meat grinder from level 1. Yep. Well, I think we know what that is at this point. Gross. Back through the kitchen. Creepy music to boot. But where am I going to? We're going back to the beginning. That's where we're going. Am I just gonna go to bed? Also, jump scare at the last window? No. Goody. Welcome back. That explains the little kid Thomas, doesn't it? Interesting. So is a picture of the past or the present? I've played a game where you in fact are a child but envisioned yourself as an adult the whole time before. What a quirk that would be, huh? Nope. Once again, the complete lack of scares is kind of getting to me. Like we're setting up for the big finale. Here we are. We're back. What do I do with this? Okay. There was one other path I could have taken. I really hope I don't have to do that, because that's kind of a long way out. I think the room changed, so I might have done it right. I was gonna say, good. Okay, yeah, please tell me the game's not gonna dick me over and have me do a whole bunch of things. Who is this classy gent? Nice. Still, though, now that everything has changed, what is going to... Right.
Finally, you're awake.
What?
You gotta check out what I found. Follow me.
Wait. Wait. I don't want to run in the woods at night. Past this hand tree. Ugh. Come back. I don't want to be alone in the forest at night. Or in the day. Or in this game. Huh. Good.
What's taking so long?
As long as you're still here, I'm okay. Wait for me. Wait for me.
You gotta check this out.
Arrgh. Damn my low stamina. Ah, perfect timing for me to miss her. Hey, check that owl. Who do you think you're staring at? Good.
Hurry.
I'm not catching her. Damn it, Cabby.
Mommy, you gotta run.
Could you slow down, please? At least this is easy to figure out.
Hurry up.
Oh boy. I'm trying. Whoa.
Come on.
Thought I saw something pop in the top of the screen. It looked like eyes. And there's more violence. Whatever you found, why does it have to be so deep in the forest?
Let's go.
I'm trying. Damn it, Gabby. Yeah, those are totally eyes. Creepy. Nothing to see here, buddy. I'm gonna keep walking. But which way do I go? Good.
Follow me.
At least you're in a light mood, Gabby. Come on. Do you know what I've been through?
Catch me.
I know I can't catch you. I have no stamina. Oh. Back to this, are we?
What's taking so long?
I'm reading the gravestones, okay? Jeez Louise. Hey, it's this again. Oh. Good.
Follow me.
Gabby, whatever you found, it had better be amazing. Just a bird. Those eyes, though. I don't trust them. Ugh, someone wrecked this thing. Now which way do I go? Nope. Gabby, you're driving me crazy. I've already started to lose my mind. Don't make it any worse.
Tommy, you gotta run.
I'm trying, but I'm not very fast. And even if I were, I can't keep up. I get winded too easily. I'm trying. A bunch of bats. Oh. Oh my god. What? That's not right. That's not right. What the hell does that even mean? I want out. I want out. I want out. I don't want to be here as a little kid. I can't deal with enemies. I can't run very far or fast. I want out. I thought it was over. I really thought it was over. Ugh, the gurney's so much bigger now that it's comparing it to my child's body. Do not tell me I have to do the whole asylum. I can't deal with this. I'm a little kid in here. This is no place for anyone, let alone a little kid. Oh, I get winded so easily. This is ridiculous. Where do you expect me to go? If there are enemies here, it just wouldn't be fair. Unless it's the pyramid head, great knife, dragging girl, that'd be fine. She takes her time. Anyone else, I'm screwed. Oh boy. Super stealth time. Do you see the teddy bear on the bed in there? I'm gonna let him walk a little bit. Although I don't like the diagonal path he's taking. I think we're good. Ugh, the dolls. So many dolls. Once again, storage is a dead end, but I'm a little kid. I've had enough of this room. And we're back at the house. Here we go again. It's all happening again, except I'm a little kid. What do I do? Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I go? Easy now. Nice and easy. Ugh. Freaking bathroom. I could have sworn that doll on the counter just blinked. Ugh. And then there's this. Oh my. Nope. I did not expect that. I was again waiting for a blink. That standing doll. Okay. Just checking. Creepy picture, as usual. The vase, the vase, whatever you call it. Okay, this was that hallway where the knife dragging girl was coming, so we'll see what happens. These dolls, though, seriously. Ugh. They're slightly smaller than I am. What? Well, this is something. Insomnis Veritas. Gorgeous, but I'm gonna go. Gorgeous room, I will say, but no. I am so done with this house. Ugh, get these dolls away from me. Or, you know, bring more of them toward me. That's fine too. Hopefully nothing reaches out. Oh, hi. And hopefully nothing reaches out at me. Good. Oh, whoa. Ugh. And this cracked doll. This, like, naked doll here. Oop. Gonna have to let him walk. These rooms are worse and worse. I want out. I want out. So many dolls, so many dolls, so many dolls. Oh, come on. What are you? Brace yourself. Okay. Where's the exit, though? There are two doors leading out of here. One door that matters. Past these creepy dolls. Easy now. Ugh, everything is terrible. Let me out. Whoa! You saw that, right? You totally saw that. What's interesting is that that's only for the player. Thomas himself couldn't have seen that. But they're really making me walk through all this. Probably not where I want to go, but let's check this room. Oh. Haha. Just round the corner. Oh god, I hate this hallway. I really do. I'm waiting for the first level scare to happen on the light at the bottom of the floor. So far so good. Okay, it's just a cloth spanning both. I was wondering what that was. Easy now. This hallway's too long. Last chance. Good. Very good. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Moving on. The Hanged Man picture, again. Really pushing that imagery. The gurney in the house. That's disturbing by itself. Why would that be here? Done. There has to be exit. But where's the exit? And what is my final ending? Come on now. Ugh, the doll in the closet. So many dolls. Oh! No, 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 no! Classy picture once again. I can't believe it got up and went after me while I was... What would have happened if it touched me? That was really freaky. And it was so quiet, too. Where's the doll that can move? Now I can't trust anything. Block C, row 6, we're back in the asylum? Oh god, these dolls are way too close for comfort. Way too close. Get away from me. Do not follow me, please. There's a good doll. Oop. Okay. I can deal with this. Even though it can actually kill me, I at least know what to expect from this thing. Oh no! We're playing hard mode now. Ugh. Oop. Nice and easy, don't get too close. Gross. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Screw this. When does it end? Just no doors, forget that. When does it end? Oh no, not another one. When does it end? Get ready? Okay. No, oh no, 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 no. Ugh. What would they do? Seriously, what would they do? Maybe nothing. But I don't know. It's just they're so quiet. They just kind of slowly come toward you. You could easily outrun them. That actually makes it creepier. Because, like, they don't even care. I can't believe they actually made the dolls the enemies. It finally You know what? Oh my god! Don't even tell me I spawn in the enemy room. That would be a dick move. Good. Now I'm double terrified, because that was horrible. Horrible. Oh, it actually puts me in the room before the enemy room, because that really would be unfair. Interesting. I think. Don't care. Moving. Yeah, it set me back the full hallway. Now I have to be super careful. But how do I deal with this? Maybe I just run right now. Easy now. Which one's the enemy? Those two? Easy. Not a problem unless I let them be a problem. But now which of these are the enemy? Uh-huh. I can deal with that. It's just creepy as hell. Ooh. Looking at your own toys and you don't know what to trust. This is disturbing. Gross. Freaking gross. The dining hall. Nice. I see dolls like at the table too. And that one lying down on the floor. I can't even trust dolls. Of course they're always creepy in games, but they never just get up and attack you. We know what the meat grinder is, so I won't bother. Oh boy. Here we go. Nope. Nope. I saw that. You saw that. Just for a second, but you saw that. And I have to walk by it now. Keep on walking. Nice and easy now. Nice and easy now. There has to be an end soon. It's just a matter of when. Cell 2 from the house? Sure, why not? Why wouldn't I? The bedroom is my cell? Is this another thing where I leave and the game's layout changes? No? Oh, I can keep going. I think that doll just blinked on the chair. Keep going. Keep go. Oh. You have to. You can't be serious. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. I knew it. I knew that was the one. Still, morbid curiosity. It's dead Gabby, but enemy form. Killed with a knife like in the opening cutscene of the entire game. I'm gonna go. Oh, I did not see you at all. Holy crap. This game's taking me around too much. I thought this level would be shorter than this besides. Okay. I can jog a little bit, then that upper middle one. Oh, the lower one comes to get me. I didn't even see you. Upper one. Now I want to stay upper. I don't know where that other one came from at all. Oh, there it is. That's hard to see. Very hard to see. And I think there's another lower one that wants to be dead. Nope, upper one. That's just hard. You just have to get the pattern down. Also, young Thomas's death scream is pretty brutal. He wants none of this. There's the lower one. There's the upper one. There's the lower. Ah, damn it. I thought I dodged that one. I really did. I'm sorry. So how does it go? It's... The third one was the upper one. I know that. It's lower first, then upper. Lower. Upper. Lower. Easy does it. Upper. Am I done? I can't tell. Oh. Oh. Come on. I'm assuming the upper one wants me dead, if any. But there's nowhere to run. Well, this must be the inevitable end. Let's let it happen. Freaking gross. How am I not done? What a terrible dream. The freaking dolls of all things. Don't do this in the house, please don't. Oh! I'm not controlling this, by the way. Okay. Aw. That's an interesting one. Oh, look at that. We worked all the way back to our sister, and that was just kind of it. So maybe you really were a kid in the end after all, regarding that ending. Let's take a look. There's only one other possibility, and that's when I'm chasing Gabby through the woods. What if I did not find her? Well, that's how I would also get to the middle ending. Really interesting. Well, we've done it. We beat Neverending Nightmares and got all 3 endings. Now, I did not get every branching path in the actual Let's Play, so let's take care of the 4th branching path right now. You remember the part where we had to chase young Gabby as young Thomas through the woods? Well, what if we had not taken the path that she was actually standing on? If we had gone the wrong way, we would have gone through a screen of nothing but empty forest, and upon reaching the end of it, we would have found Gabby anyway, and then the chase would have resumed as normal. If we kept taking the wrong path, then we would eventually discover the gazebo with her body like normal, except that it would be her adult body. We cry over it just like we already saw happen, we see that disgusting scene where your arm gets split, and then we wake up as adult Thomas in the asylum, and that level plays out the way we've already seen it play out, and ultimately we get the ending where we wake up in the hospital. So that's been covered. I didn't give a whole Let's Play segment to it because it would have been a couple of minutes long at the most. So that said, we've completed the game. This game was terrifying. I've played a lot of horror games. A lot. This one is up there. This might be one of the scariest, if not the scariest I've played. Now, on replays, it's not going to have the surprise factor of some games like Fatal Frame where the enemies appear when they feel like it, but that first time, that is the worst. The visuals, the Edward Gorey design, and the sounds that really get into your head, especially with headphones, they all make for an incredibly dreadful experience, and I mean that in a positive way. By the way, that was the point. See, Matt Gilgenbach, the creator of the game, suffers from obsessive-compulsive disorder and depression, and the basic idea of this game is to sort of convey what it feels like to have those conditions. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean you're seeing black and white monsters coming to kill you, but it's more of the feelings when you're playing the game. There's the anxiety, there's the dread, there's the general sense of discomfort and unease, possibly even regret if you end up taking a branching path you didn't like. And then there's the endings, which can be depressing in their own right, and also make you wish you had gone a different way. The game really covers that well. Yes, it has jump scares, but they serve a purpose. They're often enough that you remember that they're there, but they're infrequent enough that they don't get old and tired, so you're constantly waiting for the next one to come, and you're on edge the entire time. Handled brilliantly. That must be, in a way, what it feels like to suffer from those ailments. Very interesting. Now, as for what was going on with the game, more than you may think, there are the endings. There's the positive ending where you're young Thomas. This all may have just been a set of nightmares. You kiss your sister on the forehead. The end. You might have been anticipating future things to come, but at least nothing bad has actually happened to you. Yet. Then there was the middle ending, where you had the horrible cuts on your arms, clearly implying a suicide attempt. Fortunately, you managed to live through it, but the game hinted at bits of this throughout. There were the constant pictures of the person being hanged, the person hanging himself, there was Gabby being hanged. It was bad. Not to mention the scenes with the arms, the veins, and the splitting of the arm. Those were highly exaggerated, of course, but that does help to explain it. And then there was the other ending, where you were just horribly depressed because Gabby left you, because you could never get over the death of your child. Is that why you tried killing yourself in the other ending? Maybe, but clearly the endings can't all be canon. You're either young or you're not. You can't really do both. There's the argument that you envisioned yourself as older when you were a child, but in the positive ending, you end up as a child, so maybe you really are a kid? The picture changes depending on which game you're playing. The family picture, there's you married to Gabby, then there's you as a child with Gabby, with your parents, whom you never actually see. It's really interesting. The endings appear to be all their own thing, and not one of them is actually canon, and that's kind of the point. Here's what might have been going on. Does it really matter that you know what happened officially? Not really. Here's the thing about depression. Clinical depression. It's irrational. You're not sad because something bad happened to you. You're sad because your brain tells you that you're sad. Can you blame it on anything? An outside source? Not really. You're just feeling miserable today, and you just hope the wave passes. It's a real problem. And so regarding the general nonsensical part of this game, in that there are several endings and you don't know what to make of them, that's the idea. Then we come to the enemies. The first enemy in the game is the baby, and it's huge. Why? Well, clearly it's big in your mind, especially if you have the worst ending where Gabby leaves you. You can't stop thinking about the child, so the baby is blown into a much bigger proportion than its realistic size would have been. Then there are tons of dolls, baby-sized. The dolls were terrible. They're coming at you. Now that could have just been childhood toys, especially if you're playing as young Thomas. The only scenario where they actively attack you. But they are still seen all the time. A lot of the dolls that you can observe, in fact I think the only ones you can directly observe with color, were the ones where the bouquet and the wedding veil. That might signify your nervousness about your marriage to Gabby, assuming you're taking that ending. But even then, back to the baby, there's still the matter of certain images you see. One of them in the pitch black hallway was dead Gabby with this giant hole cut out of her chest. That's where the womb would have been. So you have like the dead child in your mind. And in the Descent into Madness ending, the last room you enter is a gigantic womb, and you even curl up in the fetal position. That one's not too subtle. That's signifying a fetus, you know? There it is. Other enemies, though, the asylum patient, well, they don't look like you, but you can envision yourself almost as one, wandering aimlessly, lashing out at whatever comes nearby. Maybe that's a significance regarding perhaps your marriage falling apart, again in the bad ending. There's the matter of you thinking of yourself as an asylum patient and that you'll never get out. Maybe I'm going crazy, this will never end. Hell, lots of the levels actually decay more and more, further signifying you're spiraling into madness. And in places like the asylum and that cave at the end of the positive ending, or no, it might have been the negative ending. But either way, with all the stairs, you are literally descending into madness. Things just keep getting worse and worse. I wish I hadn't kept playing. I should have just stayed in bed. This is the kind of thing that might run through your head. Then we've covered the baby, we've covered the doll, we've covered the patient. All that's left is the two people with the carved out smiles trying to kill you. One of them is Gabby herself, coming at you with that pyramid head knife, very slowly and deliberately. What's fascinating about her is her slowness. All you have to do is just walk away. Walk away, stop thinking about her, and if you can see her in a room where there's light, she literally fades into non-existence, and then you could just go your merry way. Move on along. Put her out of your mind. Things might get better. You're just obsessing way too much. And then there's Dark Thomas, who is relentlessly pursuing you, and it's very difficult to get out of his way. You are your own worst enemy. This isn't real. This is Neverending Nightmares. You are the problem. This is like a condition that you have. It's not your fault, but it's in your head. It's all you. You kind of are your own worst enemy, whether you're conscious of it or not, whether you can do anything about it or not. It's a really interesting play on things. Regarding other things going on in the dreams, there was standard dream symbolism. I was not aware of this. YouTube user CrimsonAlice pointed this out to me. There are several things that you can see in the dream sequences that signify deeper meaning. We have the meat grinder, which signifies grinding. You are going through the same things over and over, and we've seen this with repeated levels, and even the player's experience. You're entering the same kinds of hallways over and over again, going down stairways again and again, and even that one part where you're going in literally the same room, and it's just looping like 4 times before it lets us leave. This is all in your head, remember, so you might be re-envisioning the same scenarios over and over. Now, I don't have depression, but I do kind of have that little quirk about me, where if something happened that I regretted, or what could I have done, I kind of have a thing where I keep reimagining, here's how it should have gone down, or here's what the problem was, and it's kind of like repeat the image in my head. Well, here we have Thomas doing that, and again, this would be in his head. Remember, in the worst ending, he can't get over the death of his kid. He keeps envisioning this stuff. He's obsessed with it. Gabby couldn't deal with that. She had to leave, which of course is only going to increase his neuroses, but that's another story. Regarding further dream symbolism, there are sinks kitchen sinks, bathroom sinks. Those would be emotions and your ability to handle them, or lack of ability. Then you have teeth, things you could have, would have, should have said, or things you perhaps need to say. You know Thomas has to be dealing with a lot of problems right now. Did you say the wrong thing? Should he be saying something? Whatever it is, he's not doing it right, and things are spiraling out of control. Either Gabby just walks away, or he actually tries to kill himself. By the way, is Gabby his sister or his wife? Don't know. Doesn't matter. It's all in the head. Now, other symbolism. There are ravens, pictures of them on the walls. Those signify betrayal. Did you betray Gabby? Did she betray you? Do you feel that you betrayed your child? Whatever the case may be, interpret that as you will. And there's also, there was something else. There was the grinder, there was the teeth. There was some more stuff, but I haven't really studied dream symbolism, so I don't have as good of a sense of this as other people may. I guess there is one thing. You'll notice we had very slow running speeds. That, I don't know if that's necessarily symbolic of things. It could be, but that is a common dream problem, where something's chasing you and all of a sudden you find that you're slogging, trying to escape. Well, this game paints that in a very literal light. Very interesting. Oh, one more piece of symbolism, although not really exclusive to dreams. The religious imagery. There was God, Lord or Father, why have you forsaken me, written in English twice. There was the actual Bible verse that mentioned this in Latin, where Jesus called out to his Father, why are you forsaking me, when he was about to be put to death. There was the later Bible verse, which I think, I can't read Latin, I think was the part where Pontius Pilate was going to wash his hands and then sentence Jesus to his execution. And you could sort of see yourself in this way, not so much as a martyr, but rather as this pitiful figure, like in the story of Job. Why is all this bad stuff happening to me? Did I do something to deserve it? Your parents, your actual father, certainly isn't anywhere in the game. What the hell is happening to me? Why? Do I deserve this? Did something happen? I don't get it. And the unease and the fear of the unknown can make the whole experience all the more chilling. And of course this all culminated with the final stained glass picture of Jesus on the cross, complete with the wound from the lance of Longinus. Beautiful imagery, especially with the color and the gorgeous stained glass, but rather telling and even chilling in the way that it's portrayed. This game had a lot going on in it, and it was handled brilliantly. It must take a lot of guts to produce a game like this, considering that it's kind of, sort of, a view into your own head, but I have to say that this game did exactly what it set out to do. It was short, yeah. Even with me taking my sweet time and dying a bunch, it was still about 2.5 hours long, but really, how long did you expect this to be? If this game were 5, 6, 7 hours, it would really start to wear out its welcome. We get the idea. The game had a message to convey. It conveyed it. We get it. The game did exactly what it set out to do, and it did it well. This game isn't so much just a straight-up scare fest as it is really a look into other people, and possibly even yourselves. Very interesting take, and beautifully handled, right down to the music, which, while not very common, at least in the standard musical sense, was very chilling and added greatly to the atmosphere. I have to say, Matt Gilgenbach did an amazing job building this game, and on top of that, with the religious, or not the religious, yes that, but also the dream imagery and the symbolism with the teeth and the grinding and everything, not only does this show that he's good at producing grisly imagery, but also that he's done his homework. This game was very well thought out. If you ever do pick up this game, and I suggest you do, it's available on Steam, Ouya, and GOG. When you do, leave a positive review in it and help spread the word of how awesome this game is. While it's gotten popular through Kickstarter, it still is an indie title and not everybody in the world is aware of it. So help make that happen. I'm going to do the same thing myself. I have to say, thank you Matt Gilgenbach for making this amazing game. You did a fantastic job. And of course, thank all of you so much for watching this Let's Play. I hope that you had as much entertainment and dread as I did as I was going through it. And thank you to everyone who submitted title cards to me. Special thanks goes to Me Gamer, Madam Scarlet Phantom, Kitty Saw, Witch of Swords, and Dracologist. All of you did fantastic jobs, and thank you all once again for watching this Let's Play. this was a very terrifying, but a surprisingly educational experience, and I had a blast. Until next time, everyone.